Okay, now the first thing I'm gonna start is my rice, because the rice takes a while and I just want that to get going. Typically, I keep my rice in one of these guys, airtight container, and I already have a little cup in here to measure. Everyone should have a rice cooker at home, by the way. Let's see, I'm gonna do about 2 cups of rice. And if you guys wanna see, you can skip ahead if you'd like, if you already know how to make rice, but. Okay, so here we are at the sink. All I'm gonna do is fill this with cold water. Run my fingers through it, just like that, and then I'm gonna strain it out. You can do this with a little strainer if you'd like, or a colander. That's always a lot easier if you're working with big batches of rice. And you just wanna strain the water until it's nice and translucent. You see all this liquid coming out? That's the starch. So if you want a starchier rice, a stickier, starchier rice, don't really rinse it that much. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple more rinses. A little rinsey, rinse. I'm gonna just do this motion right here. All right, now I'm gonna use my pinky, first line, just like that. First line. That very first line of your pinky there, that's your measurement. Yeah, it's the way. Then I just put it in. That's it. Go to your rice settings. You could do this in a pot, obviously. Of course you could do this in a pot, but this is the best way to do it. I already got it set to regular, start, let's go. And the song. Okay, rice is going. Okay, first rule of order. I'm gonna make a pork sinigang. I made a seafood sinigang with Auntie Lai about 2 weeks ago, and you guys wanted me to make one at home. So I'm gonna do some Berkshire pork, back ribs and spare ribs. Berkshire pork is just like a nicer, fancier pork. And typically with this one, they would just toss it into the pot of water, bring that up to a boil, skim it. That's a typical way to do it. I prefer to get a nice hard sear on my proteins whenever I do a stew or something like that, or even a braise. It's nicer flavor and color, and it's not just boiled meat. So I prefer to just sear it off. So that's what I'm gonna do over here on the stove top. So in case you don't know, pork already has plenty of fat on it. So I'm gonna utilize that fat to sear it off. All of that's gonna render off of the pork. You guys some clean audio. To remove the pork from the pot, and I'm going to set it aside. And in case you're wondering why the phone is in the background, that's because I'm currently live on YouTube. So subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss the lives. My God, this pork looks fucking beautiful right now, by the way. It's glistening in this butter. Look at that glistening pork. That's insane, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. Flavor. We're not just boiling the meat, which I get it. That's how the... Oh, wait, I should probably turn this off. Okay, next order of business is the vegetables. Here's what we need. Jalapenos, that goes last. We're putting that aside. What I'm gonna do is some pearl onions, just to make it look a little nicer. This is one of my favorite honing rods. I'm gonna try to keep these onions a little intact and whole, so it looks nice on the plate, or sorry, not the plate, the bowl, because this is a good soup, remember. This is not a plated meal.
This is more lit than TikTok Live, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah?
This is cooler.
Why is it cooler?
Because people are more engaged.
Yeah, I prefer it over TikTok. TikTok feels like it's fake. I don't know why.
Someone said, what's your ick about Matt? Where do I even start?
What does that even mean?
Where do I even start?
What's with these Gen Zers and their weird words?
So many icks about Matt.
What's an ick? And there you go, pearl onion. I'm not doing a very big batch of soup, so I don't need that much onions. What?
You didn't make a big batch of soup for me?
You don't eat that much.
Is it cooking in this little Pikachu right now?
No, that's the rice.
I want to see it.
Well, this is it. Oh yeah, that's
the pork, right?
That's the pork, yeah.
Isn't it a soup?
Yeah.
Where's the broth?
We're making the broth.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. You saw the one I did with Auntie Lai, right? Same thing. Okay. Go. That rice cooker's being kind of loud. Sorry, everybody. Just take the bottoms off.
They've been commenting about it, saying it's really annoying your rice cooker's so loud.
And then I'm just gonna do about like that. Do I want to save some for garnish? Nah. Just put it all in. Tomatoes. I'm just doing random chunks. I call this the gem cut. I really love gem cut things, especially like a gem cut beet salad. Okay, tomatoes, and the jalapeno is gonna stay whole, just like Auntie Lai taught us. Okay, now everything's just gonna go in. Auntie Lai said to use the packet for the sinigang, and actually I see every Filipina using the packet for the sinigang, so I'm just gonna do it. You could just do it from scratch with tamarind paste, or just get actual tamarind and turn it into a paste. But I prefer to just do things the way they're done, you know? There's the powder, that goes in. Let's see, this one says it makes about 2 pounds of meat with 8 cups of water. That's about what I put in there, so perfect. And then to this, you want to be very generous with the black pepper. I've even seen people just throw in the whole peppercorns. And then we cover and we wait about 2-3 hours. Okay. Okay, so Auntie Lai said, add the greens in last. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do just some mustard greens. They've got a nice spicy kick to them. That's why I love mustard greens. These are pretty clean, to be honest. So a good way to clean these, they'll have this woody stem, which you don't really want. Rip them off, just like that. That's how I used to do it at work. We just clean so much mustard greens, like all the time. Okay. And just choppy chop. This is gonna add like a nice pepperiness to the soup. So soup is back there boiling. That's just gonna go in. Let me get you guys a better angle so you can see it. my God, this is so good. This is so good. Okay. Okay. Now, where's... Auntie Lai told me that typically it's 1 jalapeno per person. That's why she'll put like, 3 or 4 jalapenos in her soup. So I'm just do 1 jalapeno there. And that's gonna get cut up. 1 jalapeno, I'm gonna cut that up and it's gonna get a fish sauce. Just like this, we're gonna chop it up into little pieces with the seeds and everything. Fucking zoom this bitch in right now. Get down here. Get down here. There we go. That's where I want you. That's gonna go there. Your little bowl. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have fish sauce, but you would do fish sauce, but I'm gonna do some soy sauce in there. And that's gonna be like my little dippy sauce. So I could dip my pork in there or my rice. And now, let's go ahead and get this cleaned up for my plating part. Just putting my little cat on here for you guys. What bowl? I'm gonna say this bowl. I'm putting rice in my sinigang because I like rice in it. Whatever, I'm doing it. It's my soup. Good soup. My good soup. And this is Good Soup Day 7 pork sinigang. Oh man. That's gonna be a good one. I love sinigang, man. Oh my God. Fuck, that's so good. I'm gonna get back to this. See you later.